Road, Sunday, October 19th, part of CBS Premiere Week.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Hodge. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, Texas Democrats on the run, fleeing the state to block a controversial redistricting vote. Now Governor Abbott is calling for their arrest. Plus, Bay College is hoping to secure ongoing funding for their campus in Iron Mountain. We'll hear more about what's on the ballot tomorrow. And keeping Michigan schools safe. Tips to the OK to Say hotline hit a record high last year. Your 19 News at 11 starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 11.
All right, a first look at your forecast for tonight. We are, of course, into the first week of August, and things really are carrying over from the weekend. Nice and seasonal low temperatures tonight, partly to mostly cloudy skies, maybe a few stray raindrops up to Eagle Harbor, but overall, we will stay dry for most of this week. And of course, it will be nice on paper, but we will still be dealing with some air quality issues. Again, temperatures to the mid-70s. More in your forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
Kelly, thank you. More than 50 state Democratic lawmakers from Texas fled their home state over the weekend, protesting a move engineered by Texas Republicans and the Trump administration to redistrict the state in a way that would give Republicans an advantage in midterm elections. Now governors in states like New York and California say they're prepared to redistrict too in a way that would benefit Democrats. Erica Brown has more.
When Texas state lawmakers gathered Monday to hold a vote on a new congressional map pushed by President Trump, there weren't enough state Democrats present to hold a quorum.
Members, a quorum is not present,
prompting the speaker to threaten their arrest.
This House will not sit quietly while you obstruct the work of the people.
It comes after dozens of Democrats fled Texas over the weekend to block the vote, heading to blue states like Illinois and New York.
This is about representation, about fairness, and about the integrity of our elections.
Texas Republicans hold 25 of the state's 38 seats in the U.S. House of Representatives. The new map would give the GOP an advantage in at least 5 more seats. And with the president's party historically losing seats in a midterm election, President Trump asked Texas Governor Greg Abbott to redraw Texas's map.
On Texas, how many more seats do you want the Republicans to draw? 5.
Now, a number of Democratic leaders are threatening to retaliate by considering redistricting plans in their own states.
They're leaving us no choice. We must do the same.
California Governor Gavin Newsom says he stands ready to put new district lines in front of voters in a special election in November that would favor Democrats if Texas Republicans move forward with their plans.
They've triggered this response, and we're not going to roll over. Whatever they are doing will be neutered here in the state of California.
The Texas Democrats who fled say they had no choice.
We've told Republicans, enough, you've gone way too far.
Texas Governor Abbott has ordered the state's Department of Public Safety to locate and arrest the Democrats who fled and return them to the Texas House chamber.
Michigan state lawmakers are considering a $3 million grant to support the K.I. Sawyer Regional Airport, the only commercial airport in the Upper Peninsula. The funding would help strengthen air service, expand routes, and upgrade facilities, which local leaders say is long overdue. Marquette currently offers flights to Detroit, Chicago, and Minneapolis-St. Paul. Officials say this state investment could help bring more destinations online. Representative Carl Bonack says the airport's unique position makes it a priority.
We need this funding to, again, expand options and also to make it more of a facility that can accommodate increased air traffic.
WZMQ is following budget conversations in Lansing. We will keep you updated as lawmakers continue negotiations, which are expected to continue in September. The future of the only option for higher education in Dickinson County will soon be in the hands of voters. Our own John Truitt looks at the Dickinson County Bay College millage renewal.
Voters across Dickinson County will head to the polls tomorrow. to decide whether to renew the property tax millage that helps fund the Bay College Iron Mountain campus.
What the purpose of the millage is that it would allow Bay to continue with the services and the programs that they're currently offering here, and also it allows us to offer a slightly lower tuition rate for Dickinson County residents.
This proposal isn't a new tax. It's a renewal of the existing levy that was originally approved in 2005 and has funded the Iron Mountain campus ever since. The cost of the renewal will remain at $1 per $1,000 of a property's assessed value.
It's really important here. We're watching people that are able to get a degree from here in Dickinson County and stay in Dickinson County and be employed here.
Nearly 81% of students hail from Dickinson County, and the campus contributes an estimated $1.9 million annually to the local economy, in addition to the millions more from alumni who work locally.
These people that you're retaining are then going to be spending money back in the community, whether it's groceries, rent, or a mortgage payment, or whatever it might be.
If the millage renewal does not pass, Bay College will likely have to raise tuition and cut back on certain classes.
If the renewal were to not pass, then Bay College would have to reassess the programs and services that are offered here in Iron Mountain, and also reassess the tuition rate as well.
In Iron Mountain, John Truitt, WZMQ 19 News.
If approved, the millage will remain in effect through 2046. Polls will be open tomorrow from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Michigan Student Safety Tip Line OK to Say saw a 20% increase in tips last year, receiving over 11,600 reports, the highest since its launch in 2014. The program helps students report concerns like bullying, suicide, and drugs, fostering safer schools and stronger communities. Tips also led to weapon confiscations and drug seizures. Available 24/7, OK to Say empowers students to speak up and make a difference.
Grand Rapids, before it was Beer City, was Furniture City.
Steelcase Metal Office Furniture Company, headquartered in Grand Rapids, has been operational for more than a century. Paul Isley, a professor of business at Grand Valley State.
Sorry about that, folks. How about I intro this little story for us first? The existence of Steelcase furniture has helped propel the Grand Rapids economy in the last 50 years. Tonight, there's a major deal impacting thousands of employees of the longtime Grand Rapids company. It's being bought by HNI Corporation for more than $2 billion. Autumn Pitcher has more on the potential impact.
Grand Rapids, before it was Beer City, was Furniture City.
Steelcase Metal Office Furniture Company, headquartered in Grand Rapids, has been operational for more than a century. Paul Isley, a professor of business at Grand Valley State University, believes the new partnership with HNI Corporation, one of the largest office furniture manufacturers in the world, is a big win for the area.
What we found is the uncertainty in today's world with things like tariffs, with things like changing trade patterns, that larger companies have an advantage. And so by increasing the size of this company, that's a good thing.
Steelcase shareholders will receive $7.20 in cash for each share and 0.2192 shares of HNI stock. President and CEO Sarah Armbruster sent this letter to employees Monday morning saying, quote, "Together we will be a diversified and resilient industry leader positioned to succeed by offering the most respected and well-recognized brands, including large corporate, small and medium-sized business, healthcare, education, and hospitality." HNI Chairman Jeffrey Loranger called the move an acquisition that brings together two respected companies with complementary strengths, saying in a statement, quote, "With the Steelcase portfolio of brands and as in-office work trends accelerate, we will be even better positioned to meet the evolving needs of the workplace." Globally, Steelcase employs 11,300 people.
We know that of those employees, about a third of them work right here in the Grand Rapids area. So it's important for us to see that that corporate entity stays.
Steelcase will maintain its headquarters in Grand Rapids. The deal is expected to be finalized by the end of the year. Kelly Rowland has your first warning weather forecast after the break, and the butterfly population continues a concerning decline. We're back in 2 minutes.
19 News is brought to you by Kirkish Furniture.
Looking for a car that won't fall apart on the way home? Bam! Come to John's Auto where cars are clean, run great, and don't smell like french fries. Does your car need a tune-up? Bam! Service department. Do you want your car to sparkle? Bam! Detailing department. Need a quieter sister? Bam! Wait. For the best pre-owned cars, the best service, and the best detailing, come to John's Auto Marquette.
Buckle's Party Store. It's where the party starts in Calumet with an awesome beer selection featuring domestic, foreign, and craft brew beer, a great selection of wine, just about any kind of liquor you want, and a great range of tobacco products. Buckle's Party Store in Calumet. It's where the party starts for everyone.
Don't miss the fun of the 2025 UP Ice Fishing and Hunting Expo. This year, there's even more to see and do. Ice fishing lures and performance gear, rods and reels, camping equipment, and tree stands all under one roof, plus food vendors on site. Bring the whole family. Admission's free with a non-perishable item for the food pantry or a donation to the Delta County Animal Shelter. September 19th to the 21st at the UP State Fairgrounds in Escanaba. The UP Ice Fishing and Hunting Expo is presented by the Daily Press and WZMQ 19 News.
When you need a body shop, skip the corporate shops and outside investors. Go with your hometown body shop, Superior Collision. Our family opened Superior Collision in 2002, and we're still the ones who own and operate it today. Some places talk about community. We actually stand with our community, donating monthly back into Marquette County. When you need collision repair, choose Superior Collision, your local hometown body shop.
This is home for CBS, WZMQ 19.
Now, WZMQ TV 19 First Warning Weather with meteorologist Kelly Rowland.
Welcome back. The theme for this week, at least for tomorrow, is going to be hot, hazy, and humid. We definitely had above average conditions for today into Marquette 81 when that average is 76. And no rain today, and we really aren't expecting rain for the next few days. Maybe a stray drop here and there, but overall the entire Upper Peninsula is looking pretty dry for this week. Fishing rating for tomorrow, your Blades Bait and Tackle fishing outlook, 1 out of 4 star day, and with the air quality too, it might not be such a bad idea to maybe skip it for tomorrow. But of course, if you are going out, your best time is between 9 and 11 a.m. and then again between 9:40 and 11:40 p.m. Southeast winds, which will kind of help to push some of that smoke out there too. And the UV outlook over the next 5 days won't be into that very high range, the 5, the 6, and the 7. It still requires the SPF, and we are encouraging, of course, to reapply it at least every 15 or so minutes. So we are encouraging you to enjoy the summer conditions, but with UV index and air quality issues like this, we're just telling you how to enjoy it safely, not telling you to lock down. Just be mindful and listen to your body. We know the air quality issues. We've been dealing with it really since the of June, but here's a little bit of some rain that does want to fire up for tomorrow afternoon. Can't completely rule it out because of all the sunshine and the heat and the humidity just before that. So we might get some increased cloud cover and a few brief showers. Shouldn't really impact any outside plans. Maybe just the wind wipers on your drive home tomorrow around evening time. But for Wednesday, Thursday, and even into Friday, things are looking dry. But of course, when we get the clearing in the cloud cover, that does allow more the issues to come closer to the surface, and the gray continues the air quality warning for the entire Upper Peninsula until, at the time being, as of right now, midnight on Wednesday. Of course, we have seen this be extended multiple times each day, so it very well could. We will start to see some improvements, that number going down in the air quality, sitting at about 120 right now, so definitely those with the heart and lung issues. This is unhealthy for sensitive groups. 80s and 60s throughout the next few days, but we will still be dealing with the air quality over the next few days. The green here up to the Canadian provinces, that's really dense smoke, and we are getting the brunt of it really across the Upper Peninsula into Wisconsin, into Minnesota. We know this, so this is one of those waves where it is a little bit more impactful. We do get some relief, and we got it kind of last week for briefly, but we are still going to see the oranges and the reds and the yellows, the dense smoke cover into the area for for much of Tuesday, even into Wednesday too. Again, there will be some relief, especially out to the western half of the Upper Peninsula for Wednesday, and we should clear things up even more by the weekend, and any rain in the forecast will kind of help to wash that away too. So Thursday might be helpful with a few scattered showers, but then the heat push kicks back in with some muggy conditions, taking us into the weekend.
Kelly, thank you. Wildfires in California and Arizona continue to spread. The so-called mega fire on the north rim of the Grand Canyon has burned more than 120,000 acres. Meanwhile, dry conditions north of Los Angeles are making containment of a fire burning through a national preserve more difficult. Jason Allen reports near the fire zone.
Flames are climbing steep hillsides covered in dry brush in Santa Barbara and San Luis Obispo counties. The Gifford fire has scorched more than 65,000 acres since it ignited Friday in the Los Padres National Forest.
The winds were just, burning your eyes. We had to get out.
Rancher Dan Cobb is helping evacuate cattle as the flames move in. This is the second large fire to hit the area in the last month.
We're going to ship them off to the valley and start up next year.
This has to be a risk every season. You don't know when it's going to hit.
The perfect storm twice. It hit a month ago, and then this one came back through and took everything.
These crews are trying to get to the north side of the fire, which is so far away you can't really even see a defined smoke column to know where it is. But this is as close as they can get, and they're going to have to use these bulldozers to get the rest of the way in. Fleming Bertelsen is on the Gifford Fire response team.
It's hard to predict what the wind's going to do. That with the fuels has been the primary driver.
The current fire season has crews across the West enduring brutal conditions with little rest. In the San Bernardino National Forest near Big Bear, fire crews are battling a mountain fire that erupted this morning. And firefighters in Arizona are still trying to contain the Dragon Bravo fire near the Grand Canyon's north rim. The blaze, which started a month ago, has burned more than 123,000 acres.
My goodness, these firefighters they'll just work night after day after night until we tell them to come in and we'll swap them out with the fresh crew.
The flight of butterflies looks a little bit different this year. Here's Jerica Duncan with more on where they've gone.
I don't like things that fly, I'll be honest with you. Depending on your tolerance for bugs, walking into this butterfly garden can either be calming or a little creepy. Ooh, oh, wow. But the future of these creatures is up in the air. Jillian Fazio is the director of New Jersey's Essex County Turtleback Zoo, which houses more than 1,500 butterflies in this tent. What is happening with butterflies in the United States?
Butterflies are threatened by habitat loss, pesticides, and climate change, which is causing severe weather events.
From 2000 to 2020, there was a 22% decrease nationwide, and a Michigan State University study released today reveals that butterfly populations in the Midwest are dwindling even faster. No butterfly species has increased in that region in the last 3 decades. Why is this important?
Pollinators are responsible for a lot of the food we eat. So just at the very basic level, humans rely on pollinators for food.
What is it about them that's so special?
It's because they're harmless and they don't do anything, but they only land on you because they almost look like fairies.
They almost look like fairies. Okay. Oh, there goes one right there. It's hard to imagine a world without butterflies, but how we respond now could determine whether we see more of them take flight in the future.
Coming up next on your 19 News, find out why Ishpeming is dedicating an entire month to a volunteer-built trail system that's now a national hotspot. That and more when we come back.
It's the highlight of the summer, the Marquette County Fair. Livestock, classic cars and tractors, live music and performances, art, games, and of course, the food. With new additions this year, the fair has something fun for everyone. The 2025 Marquette County Fair, August 7th, 8th, and 9th at the Marquette County Fairgrounds. It's fun for all ages.
Welcome to Big Boy, where we know you by name. From our mouth-watering burgers to our affordable breakfast and dinner buffets, we've got you covered morning, noon, and night. Enjoy Big Boy's fantastic meals at home with our fast to-go curbside pickup, And for office parties or events, Big Boy is the area's go-to for the best catering service. So when you want clean, affordable, convenient, and delicious, you know the answer is Big Boy, where we know you by name.
On the Jennifer Hudson Show, the one and only Sheila E.
You've done everything. Not yet, but almost.
And the cutest food critic is back, baby.
Yes, get into that thing. You are so cute. I can't even take it.
Plus, Sweet Magnolia's Heather Headley.
The Jennifer Hudson Show, tomorrow at 5 on WZMQ TV CBS, followed by 19 News at 6.
When your whole world's on fire, I'll be your end.
I'm very good at what I do, but I need you to trust me.
Is everybody ready to race?
Wherever you go, I'll be right beside you.
Madeline Matlock? Who the hell are you?
A steady hand.
Hello, DMV MVPs? Group hug.
No group hug.
Yes, just not you.
You're watching WZMQ 19 News, live and local, with Kevin Hodge.
Welcome back, everyone. It started as just a few friends building trails for fun, but today it's a national destination drawing riders from across the country. Our own reporter Samuel McKnight takes us to Ishpeming, where the Ramba Trail system has become a community legacy and is now officially being celebrated.
In the woods of Ishpeming and Negaunee, more than 80 miles of hand-built single-track wind through the hills, thanks to decades of volunteer work and a deep love for the outdoors. This July, the city of Ishpeming officially declared this month Ramba Month, honoring the trail system's impact on the community and beyond.
We just appreciate that gesture and try to be, good stewards and keep them in nice shape and open to all, open to everybody, open to the public for walking, biking, hiking, dog walking.
What began 40 years ago as a passion project has become a point of pride for the community and a draw for visitors from all over the country.
People stay and eat and fill up gas and stay in motels and Airbnbs and stuff. They're my kind of people. So it's been really positive.
The volunteers behind Ramba see the trail not just as recreation, but as a legacy. For Lurley, it's personal.
This is basically our legacy, what we're trying to leave for future people. And Danny and I are getting old as the hills, but we've got a bunch of people on the board that are younger and have that same vision and drive to keep it going for as long as we can.
And though the system is expansive, it's not just the number of trails that matter, but how they're built, slowly, intentionally, and mostly by hand.
We decided a long time ago that we're going to be different, just because we can, I guess. So 95% of our trail is hand-built, and we've decided and voted to keep that going.
From weekly rides to national races, the Ramba Trails continue to grow, not just in miles, but in meaning. Samuel McKnight, WZMQ 19 News, Ishpeming.
Marquette County was looking up to the skies over the weekend as the Wings Over Marquette Air Show treated huge crowds to a variety of aircraft. The show featured vintage military aircraft from World War II, a Russian Cold War fighter jet, and a Vietnam-era U.S. helicopter, just to name a few. The crowds packed the tarmac of the former K.I. Sawyer Air Force Base to get up close to these incredible aircraft and meet the daring aviators who pilot them.
It's a unique opportunity. Most of us never get to walk on a tarmac. You never get to walk up to a Air Force A-10 and actually talk to the pilots or the crew members and hear about how did you get started flying? What do I have to do this? Or, what makes your airplane work and what does it do?
Wings Over Marquette was produced by the Michigan Air Museum. This was the first air show of its kind in the area. Washing fruits and vegetables is a healthy habit. Many of us learned it from our parents, but there is some science to keep in mind. How should we clean produce? Jeff Wagner learned the ropes from a food safety expert.
From farmland to store shelf and soon your kitchen, produce is a healthy choice that sometimes needs a healthy rinse.
If it's blueberries, I put them in a little strainer and run water over them.
Maybe for things like potatoes, I'll wash them and wash the skin with a brush.
What are you hoping to clean off?
Any pesticides. That's my main concern.
Amy Johnston is a food safety expert with the University of Minnesota Extension.
So we want to wash to remove any dirt and help remove any kind of residual pesticides and remove some bacteria.
Many pesticides farmers use are water soluble, meaning a simple rinse can remove them from fruits and veggies.
How should we clean our produce?
Yeah, it depends on the type of produce.
For food with thin skin like peppers, cool running water and some rubbing with your hands is all you need. For firm foods with thick skin like carrots, Johnston says to add a scrub brush. Salad spinners like this one are great for leafy greens, berries, and herbs.
Can you use soap?
Don't use dish soap.
Dish soaps and chemicals shouldn't be consumed, nor do they make a difference in how clean produce can get.
What common mistakes do people make when they're cleaning produce?
Yep. First one is not starting with a clean and sanitized kitchen sink.
Your sink, workspace, and of course your hands must be clean before handling produce. Using a kitchen towel for drying is another mistake. Instead, use a paper towel, salad spinner, or just air dry. Lastly, hot water is good for your hands, but not for produce, since it can cause thin-skinned foods to absorb what's on the surface. Always rinse cold. From Hollywood classics we all remember returning to the big screen to a Grammy winner bringing his truth to the festival circuit. Nick Zetrovich has tonight's entertainment headlines.
All right, Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up.
Get ready for your close-up because Norma Desmond is back. Billy Wilder's Sunset Boulevard returns to theaters for its 75th anniversary.
You're Norma Desmond. Used to be in silent pictures, used to be big.
Originally released in 1950, the Oscar-winning classic has been restored in stunning 4K. The film's biting take on fame, Hollywood, and the price of the spotlight is just as sharp 75 years later. Sunset Boulevard returns to theaters nationwide on August 3rd. And speaking of big returns, it's a body swap comeback. Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan are reuniting for Freakier Friday, the long-awaited sequel to their 2003 hit Freaky Friday. Jamie Lee Curtis describes the movie, which is shot all around LA, as a love letter to the city after the Palisades fire destroyed the original home set earlier this year.
And now we have a movie that is going to remind people and show people how beautiful parts of our gorgeous city are.
Freakier Friday lands in theaters August 8th. And finally, a Grammy winner is taking his storytelling from the mic to the movie screen. 2 Chainz is teaming up with his cousin, actor Omar Epps, for the short film Red Clay. The cousins co-wrote the project inspired by 2 Chainz' own life. The film explores family, community, and the impact of addiction. Red Clay is currently making the rounds on the festival circuit with hopes of expanding into a full series.
Now don't go away. When we come back, Kelly Rowland will have our final look at weather. Stay with us.
Oh, hi. I suppose you're wondering what an A-list celebrity like me is doing in a place like this. You must know, I'm saving the world. Oh, hi, Beth. Yep, saving the world again. Did you know that 40% of all the food produced in the United States is thrown away? That means everything that went into that food, the pesticides, the water, the land, was all for nothing. Just look at this perfectly good food thrown in the trash. The pizza with extra Cheerios, these goldfish and Band-Aid tacos. And just look at this perfect trash burger. This pasta dog looks delicious.
You don't have to dumpster dive like Ed Begley Jr. to save the planet. Fight food waste by shopping smart and using what you buy before it gets trashed.
That's way better. Ooh, arugula.
Do your part and find out other world-saving tips at betterthaned.org.
Direct.
Don't you ever look up at the sky and roll your eyes. You hear me?
Yes.
Realistic.
I will maybe have a tendency to spend too much and won't be able to pay your rent.
He holds the line.
I resent it, and I resent you for doing it.
Matthysse Court is in session.
Weekdays on WZMQ CBS. Escanaba reporter Lily Simmons on WZMQ 19 News. For more than 30 years, our community has come through, building affordable homes, making critical repairs, and building ramps for those who need a little help and a little hope. Habitat for Humanity volunteers produce amazing results treasured forever. You could be our next hero. Volunteers are needed to provide affordable housing in Marquette County. Join in, sign up, it's easy. Go to upersunited.com or use the QR code shown here. A public service message of Habitat for Humanity and WZMQ TV 19. Sophia Murphy reports at 6 and 11 on WZMQ 19 News.
And welcome back. A final look at your forecast. We should know the drill by now with this air quality warning. What it means, just remember those safety tips as you head through the next few days. This air quality warning is in effect for the entire Upper Peninsula and even into areas into Wisconsin until midnight on Wednesday. Could get extended, but definitely until then, we'll continue to monitor that air quality. For tomorrow, temperatures will get to the lower 80s for most of the Upper Peninsula, still with that hazy sunshine, and it might fire up a very few scattered and isolated showers and thunderstorms throughout the evening time. And over the next 6 to 10 days, we really are getting maybe even a final push of that summer heat. We're going to be leaning towards warmer than average temperatures. That average high is into the mid 70s, and we will see lots of 80s here on the 7-day. And even some areas will probably get closer to 92 as we get closer to the weekend. So fairly seasonal for tomorrow with the hazy sunshine, and we gradually bring the temperature and the muggy conditions up all the way through Friday and into the weekend.
Kelly, thank you very much. Finally tonight, a lizard that escaped from a Massachusetts home where he was being kept illegally has been rescued and is now at a non-for-profit animal sanctuary. For 2 weeks, the lizard named Goose wandered around central Massachusetts and Connecticut. After a widespread search, the lizard was found several miles away in Connecticut over the weekend.
We had a confirmed sighting last Wednesday in Douglas State Forest where someone actually had a picture of it, and that led us to that area, and over several days we were able to find it.
Authorities say the 5-foot-long water monitor lizard managed to get out of a second-floor window last month. The Massachusetts Environmental Police said the owners didn't have a permit. Goose's new home specializes in exotic reptiles just like him. That's all the time we have for tonight, everyone. We'll catch you back here tomorrow for our Michigan special election coverage at 6/5 Central. See you then.
Shop our huge selection of Amish-crafted dining room sets at Kirkish Furniture in Houghton. Browse our large in-stock collection and customize with a special order. With 1-year no-interest financing available, plus free delivery. Shop Kirkish Furniture today.